What up, everyone? This is Semantic, Sammy Sim, in the building, and I just have an inquiry, and this just goes out to everyone. Doesn't matter, as I'm going to target everyone here. Why the hell is it that you know when you have kids, it's like you're looked at as being responsible, or you if you have kids, then that gives you the golden ticket to their special camaraderie, their special group. And I'm just saying that because I noticed I was just watching a show called Chopped, because I'm a chef as well. So this particular episode it focused on chefs who work at baseball parks. So there's the guy from Cincinnati, and there's the guy from Baltimore. There's another one from St. Louis, and they're all competing. And the judges, actually the ones who were tasting the food, it's two women and a man. And I noticed all three of them are asking the same question to these chefs: do you have any kids? Do you have a wife? Are you married? And the guys are like, yeah, I'm married. I have kids, and my wife is everything, and my kids is my life. And it's like you can tell just to look in the eyes, like, okay, if I don't say anything special about my kids or my family, then I won't win the prize, basically. And I've actually went through this shit too, at a lot of job interviews. In fact, there's this white girl. She's bisexual. She's gay. She likes girls. And I have her on another video, and it'll be called the Columbus Bad Girls Club. And she's on there, and she made a statement about women who are single, and they're not able to get these jobs because they don't have any kids, and she doesn't have a family, and her feminine side comes out, and she talks about how men should get the same rights as women. But it goes across the board, even with a lot of these white guys. These white guys who have families, it's like, do you have any kids, Sam? No, I don't have any kids. And I guess by me telling them I don't have any kids, and I had to tell, Visa, this other girl, I had to tell her this, like, look, they look at us when we don't have kids, they look at us as being like bachelors and bachelorettes, and we're out running wild in and out of the club and all of this crazy shit. And that's not the case. It's seriously not the case. I mean, if you look at it too, I mean, even when you go to work, a lot of the women, I mean, especially me, that's all they talk about is their kids, their kids, the kids, and even the single mothers. It's like the single mothers, they're in the group as well, and, they come up to the supervisors and they talk about their kids. Like this one particular girl at my job, heavy set, light skinned chick, she's single mother as well. She doesn't know whether or not she wants to be a guy or a girl. She's kind of heavy set, and she could pass for a heavy set light skinned guy. Her hair is just that short. But then sometimes she talks about getting guys, and from her stories, it just fits the criteria of what I talk about. Like the guys that she fuck with are low lives. They're scumbags. They're Tyrones and Pookies and Ray Rays and shit like that, right? And the women that she fuck with are more of the feminine women. But when she comes up to the supervisor's office and she goes to the desk, she leans over the desk and she just talks about her kid. I met her kid once, and the kid was running around the office and shit. He had to be about maybe 7 or 8 years old. But yeah, it's like she'll come up, and then I'm sitting right there and I'm listening to all of this shit. She talks about how her kid got a detention, and then the next time her kid got a suspension, and she has to take a leave to go and see what's going on with the kid because the kid got into a fight. I mean, it's all kind of shit with him. But she's in the club as well, and she's looked at as being a responsible person just because she has a child. I could respect the girls who, like back in the day when I was like in my early 20s. I would run into a lot of these females with kids, and I would consider like, well, you know what, she does have a kid, but I mean, the girl is fly as hell. We take and try to holler at her, and then she would be like, well, I can't date anyone right now because I'm focused on my kid. Or one girl, she was like, yeah, I can go by your house, but I can't have you over by my house because I don't like a lot of guys seeing my son. And then I eventually ended up being cool with the son, and the son began to idolize me and all of that. So everything was cool, but I still didn't get to take and talk to the girl at that point. I just got like you know crossed up and messed around with another female after that. So I don't know. I'm looking at this, and I've had this happen various times when I've joined several departments. A lot of the white women like, well, Sam, do you have any children? No, I don't have any children. And then after that, they would like try to say some old slick shit like, oh, well, we can all go by Sam's house, or I'm going over by Sam. I know Sam. He doesn't have anything going on by his house. It'd be some crazy shit like that. And then when I tell him like either I'm dating someone, or I tell him that I'm busy doing something else, I have other activities, and I don't have time to be going out and messing around with these particular women, then they get upset and they get pissed off. And I always wondered how would it be if I joined the club, and I know how it would be if I was so-called in the parent club. It would be like, well, I'm some simp ass guy, or I do whatever my woman says. My woman makes all of the rules, and that's going to be the next question. Who makes the rules? Because that's exactly what was just asked to one of these contestants. It's like, yeah, so you're married? You have any kids? Yes, I have. I have a daughter, and I have 2 sons, and they're at home. They're probably watching this right now. My wife is going to kill me if I don't win this. And this is exactly what came out of this man's mouth. So that was just enough right there to say, oh yeah, well, she wears the pants in the household. And I don't mean to be a misogynist when I talk about this type of shit, but that's what we see. That is exactly what we see. And I'm not bringing out any percentages on this, but just the single brothers and the single women out there. How do you feel? I mean, seriously, especially if you're over the age of 25. How do you feel when someone asks you, oh, well, do you have any kids? And it's in a position where you're, running for some kind of contest. You're competing in a contest, or you're trying to get a promotion. All right? Black men especially. I mean, tell me if this shit has ever happened to you. And leave your comments at the bottom. All of that good stuff. And I'll be sending some more videos out. I got the Bad Girls Club, the Columbus Bad Girls Club. I still have some sessions with the U.S. Democratic Congresswoman. And on top of that, I have some very, very decent information on obtaining property, owning property, servicing loans as far as mortgages. And also, if you're interested in getting a home equity loan or a line of credit, I will have more information on that as well. I've just been extremely busy. Let me just go ahead and get off of this video, man, and just do what I do normally. Sit here and watch the news. And I see Dr. Boyce Watkins has a video up now. Oh, and this is not anything tangible, actually. Usually he has stuff where he talks about owning a business in the black stock market. But today, it seems that he's live and he's talking about Dez Bryant. So I'm going to skip that and just continue to watch the local news. So until then, Sam, you guys be cool. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.